move among us once again as you have moved on this campus for many generations. Come, Holy Spirit, fill us with your life and power and hope and joy. Come and bless this gathering as we gather again in this home among the hills, remembering and rejoicing and celebrating. Come, be with our new president, Joel, and bless him and us for this new journey together, that throughout our time on this campus and for years to come, we might know your life-giving presence and be empowered to bring good and change and hope and life to this world. This we ask in Christ's name. Amen.
Please sit down. You look very relieved to have done that. Welcome, we're glad we're here. Beautiful day, it turns out, which is a wonderful thing. We planned all that, and we're delighted that you're here. This is a very, very special day for West Virginia Wesleyan College. It not only marks the 127th commemoration of our founding, it's also the occasion for the installation and welcomeness of the new president, our 19th president. Before I introduce him, and before we talk to anybody more, I do want to recognize two very, very important people that are behind me. First is Tom Cordes. Tom, will you say it? For those of you who don't know, Tom was our 16th president, but there's also a little bit more story for him, and that he was the person who led us to Joel and the search that we did. He was the consultant who did a wonderful job of finding the right people for us. And so we thank Tom for two things: his past presidency and his help in finding Joel. Also, Pamela Walsh. I take it that many of you remember Pam Walsh. And we're delighted she came back for this, and she was our 18th president, a wonderful president she was, and we're delighted that she's here to welcome Joel as well. Now, before we get into the inauguration, we do want to do the Father's Day analysis, and that always starts with the introduction of the new trustees. One of the privileges I have today is to get the opportunity to introduce and induct the new members of our Board of Trustees. And I'm going to ask the new President Thierstein, I guess I can call you President now, but you will come help me, that would be very appreciated. We have 8 new trustees who are joining the board. They will come forward as I introduce them one at a time, and please hold your applause until we have gotten the induction concluded. That would be terrific. First is John Alvato. John is a 1976 graduate, actually he's a classmate of mine, of West Virginia Wesleyan, and 1979 graduate of Washington Lee Law School. He practices law in Charleston, West Virginia for Spillman, Thomas, and Battle. John is also chair of the probate committee of the West Virginia State Bar and is a fellow of the American College of Trust and Estate Counsel. Let's step forward, John. Christine Cox. Chris is a 1969 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan and a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, earning a master's in government administration. In 2013, she was awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters by West Virginia Wesleyan. She has served over 25 years in various local and state government positions in New Jersey, and later worked as an independent management consultant until she fully retired. Chris served on the Board of Trustees in various roles from 1998 to 2013, and we missed her so much that we talked her into coming back this year. So, welcome. Brian Maxwell. Brian is a graduate of Bowling Green State University. He holds a Chartered Financial Analyst certification and is an accredited investment fiduciary. Brian is an investment officer with Mill Creek Capital Advisors, and very much like Chris, Brian served on the Board of Trustees before, from 2008 to 2016. He was only gone for a year when we realized we needed to get him back. So he is now back with us as well. Ken Ramsey. Ken is a 1984 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan. He received his Master of Divinity degree in 1986 from Emory University, Campbell School of Theology in Atlanta, and his Doctor of Ministry in 1991 from the United Theological Seminary in Ohio. He serves as the senior pastor of the Bridgeport United Methodist Church in Bridgeport, West Virginia. Next is Craig Walsh. Craig is a 1993 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan with degrees in economics and political science, and he received his master's in management from Boston University, Metropolitan College in 2005. He serves as group distribution leader for Westfield Insurance and previously led Westfield's agribusiness division. He's been in the insurance industry for almost 25 years. And by the way, I should pause and comment on Ken Ramsey. He had a little emergency and actually had to leave just before we started. But we've managed to swear him in before he left the campus. So he's all taken care of. Next is Jesse Ketterman. Jesse is our new president of the Alumni Council. He's a 1993 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan College and obtained an MBA and MED from Frostburg State University and his Ph.D. from Touro University International. He worked for 16 years in the Student Affairs Office at Frostburg State University and currently serves as an extension educator with the University of Maryland. Katie Loudon. Katie is the new chair of Staff Council. She is a 2007 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan College and a 2010 graduate of Indiana University's School of Public and Environmental Affairs. Katie was a 2007-2008 Fulbright Scholar. She is the director of the Center for Community Engagement and Leadership Development. And James Moore. James is the new chair of the faculty. He has a Master of Music and Jazz Studies from the University of the Arts in Philadelphia and earned his Ph.D. from the University of Pittsburgh. He is an associate professor of music, director of jazz ensemble, and instruction of trumpet. James is also the director of the School of Fine Arts and Humanities and chair of the music department. Trustees, I'm going to ask you to turn to me. And I'm going to ask you to affirm your acceptance of the trusteeship by responding to "I will" to the following questions. If you will raise your right hand. Will you accept membership on the Board of Trustees of West Virginia Wesleyan College? And will you endeavor to discharge the duties of a trustee to the best of your ability? Will you attend the meetings of the board when it is possible for you to do so? Will you give of your time, your substance, and your prayers for the promotion of the college? With that, I'm going to ask you to sign your name. And for those of you who haven't seen what is up here, this is a book that we've been keeping for 127 years for signatures of trustees, and it's quite a privilege to be able to sign. we're getting ready for the picture. Will you join me in welcoming our new trustees? I also want to take a minute and recognize any and all former trustees who are celebrating this Founders Day with us. If you are a former Wesleyan trustee, please stand so that we may greet you. Now let me introduce someone who you know well, Boyd Thierstein, who was the fill-in president and did a wonderful job as he was here, and we are delighted that he's with us, and a good friend of mine, Boyd Thierstein, to move the program forward.
Every year at Founders Day, West Virginia Wesleyan College presents an award for exemplary teaching. It is one of the highest honors a Wesleyan faculty member can receive. This year's recipient works hard to measure student learning, and this understanding has led to excellent teaching over the last 13 years. Students describe this professor's class as insightful, helpful, challenging, and fun. This faculty member is praised for always being available to answer questions outside of class. One student said it best, "She is a fantastic teacher." This faculty member wears many hats with grace and style, serving as a school director and as associate athletic director. Please join me in recognizing this year's recipient of the Award for Exemplary Teaching from the School of Exercise Science and Athletic Training, Professor Ray Emmerich. And now I'd like to introduce Jesse Ketterman, the president of the Alumni Council, who is here to honor our Alumni Award recipients.
Today I have the distinct honor of introducing the 2017 Alumni Award winners. West Virginia Wesleyan College has graduated many uniquely talented women and men. The 2017 recipients represent our diverse alumni base who have made significant contributions to our college and to their communities, and are accomplished in their respective professional lives. Today we recognize three outstanding individuals who join our circle of distinguished alumni and friends. President Thierstein, would you please assist me in presenting the award? The Alumni Service Award recognizes those who have performed outstanding service and have made significant contributions to the welfare and development of the college. Today we recognize a talented musician who has enhanced the lives of many through his involvement with many organizations in the United Methodist Church. Don Gardner from Clarksburg, West Virginia, is a 1977 graduate of West Virginia Wesleyan College with a Bachelor's of Music education. As a lifelong church musician, Don has devoted his entire career to helping others and deepen their faith through acts of musical expression. Dedication is the hallmark of Don's personality and is exemplified in his commitment to First United Methodist Church of Clarksburg, West Virginia, where he started as the director of music in 1978, right after earning his Master's of Sacred Music degree from Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas. Don has impacted the musical life of First Church and is currently responsible for conducting the chancel choir, bell choir, youth choir, and Heart Song, a small vocal ensemble. Since 2010, he has also served as the Director of Church Operations with an emphasis on finding new and innovative ways of expanding the congregation's ministries. In the larger musical community, Don has served as the Director of Madrigal Singers of Clarksburg since 1982. He was a member of the Larry Parsons Chorale in Camerata, Appalachia. He has directed both the Harrison County Symphonic Chorus and the West Virginia Symphony Chorus. He was also the founder and director of Choral Arts of West Virginia, a semi-professional choir. As an advocate for the arts, Don has served multiple terms as the president of the Clarksburg Harrison Cultural Foundation and was an active member of the Clarksburg Community Concert Association. He has been involved with the West Virginia chapter of the American Choral Directors Association and has served as the choir director for the West Virginia Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church. Don is a consummate educator, ensuring any opportunity to make music is also an opportunity to deepen understanding of the role of music in society, in faith, and everyday life. As a global citizen, Don relishes opportunities to travel abroad, both to take music and to expose others to the joys of international experience. Throughout his career, he has maintained strong connections to West Virginia Wesleyan College, sending students from his congregation to the college, working with current music students, and supporting Wesleyan's arts programs both as a performer and patron. I'm honored to introduce Don Gardner as Distinguished Wesleyan Alumnus. Don, please come forward to accept this award. The Alumni Achievement Award honors and recognizes those who have achieved status in their profession or have demonstrated exceptional leadership in altruistic, philanthropic, or service endeavors to their community, state, or nation. Today we honor two such people. Dr. Sarah Lewis Stank has completed her undergraduate degree in elementary education and special education at West Virginia Wesleyan College in 1989. She has also earned a master's in counseling at Marshall University and a doctorate degree in educational leadership at West Virginia University. Dr. Stankus holds certifications as superintendent, principal, supervisor, and counselor. She is also a licensed professional counselor, a nationally certified counselor, and a certified Ruby Payne Understanding the Structure of Poverty trainer. Her professional experiences are broad, including a cadre of work for the West Virginia Department of Education and as a presenter for the West Virginia Center for Professional Development and Department of Education and Arts. Currently, Dr. Stankus proudly serves as principal of Union Elementary School, the first school in West Virginia to receive the distinction as National School of Character. She was named the West Virginia Wesleyan College's Martin Luther King Partner of the Year. She has taught classes for Marshall and Fairmont State Universities and supervised clinical students from Wesleyan. Professionally, she also serves as co-chair on the West Virginia Partnerships to Assure Student Success Leadership Board, president of the West Virginia Elementary and Middle School Principal Association and Wesleyan Community Engagement Board, the Wesleyan Advisory Board, and the Family Resource Network Board of Advisors. Dr. Sarah Stankus, please join us in receiving your recognition for the Outstanding Wesleyan Alumni. Our next Achievement Award recipient is a scientist, aerospace technologist, and researcher. Dr. Darrell Tenney graduated from West Virginia Wesleyan in 1964 with a Bachelor of Science degree in physics and math. He earned a doctorate degree in materials engineering from Virginia Tech and graduated from Harvard University's Program for Management Development. He is director of the Aerospace Vehicle Systems Technology Program Office at NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. His responsibilities include planning and advocating NASA's basis research in airframe systems, including advanced vehicle concepts, lightweight structures and materials, advanced aerodynamic design and analysis, aeromechanics of highly maneuverable vehicles, noise reduction, and technologies to enhance reliability and improve flight safety. The scope of work includes advanced vehicle concepts, physics-based modeling and design tools, adaptive aerospace vehicle technologies, aircraft survivability, noise and structural acoustics, ultra-lightweight integrated multifunctional systems, high-integrity systems, and life extension. Dr. Tenney has extensive experience with aerospace technology development programs, has a wide range of knowledge in research and development of advanced composites and metallic materials, application of advanced composites to aerospace structures for both aircraft and spacecraft, environmental effects on materials in both aircraft and space applications, technology assessments, identifications and solutions to critical barriers, identification of key challenges for developing new R&D efforts, and experience in formulating and advocating new programs. He is recipient of 2 Presidential Rank Awards for outstanding technical leadership, numerous NASA Special Achievement Awards and technical awards, and is a fellow for American Society for Materials. Dr. Tenney, please join us to accept your recognition as Outstanding Wesleyan Award.
This college is affected by many, many constituents, from faculty to students, to those who teach, to those who learn. We're also affected by a larger world community that surrounds our campus. Customarily, in the induction of a new president, representatives of constituencies that have to work with the college and which have strong ties to the college are invited to bring greetings to the new president. I have the privilege of introducing each of the constituencies. Bishop Sandra Steiner Ball.
It is an honor and a privilege to bring you greetings on behalf of the West Virginia Conference of the United Methodist Church and on behalf of the General Board of Higher Education and Ministry of the United Methodist Church. It is with great joy that we welcome the new president to the family of United Methodist related schools and universities. We look forward to lending our prayers, our support, and our strength to the work and ministry and mission of this college. And it is very exciting to look forward to our new partnership and all that will happen on this campus as we work together to create a greater world to spread the love of God and also the hope and peace that this world needs.
Thank you very much. Our next constituency is the city of Buchanan, and to a person that many of you know, Dave McCauley. Dave not only is the mayor of Buchanan, he teaches here. He has done everything you could possibly do relative to West Virginia Wesleyan, if I can introduce him.
Good afternoon, Wesley World. I'd be remiss if I didn't observe at the outset that this Thierstein guy knows how to draw a crowd. This is great. Dr. Thierstein, members of our Board of Trustees, my faculty and staff colleagues, students, some of them getting extra credit for being here, and honored guests, on behalf of the entire City Council, our 84 full-time employees, and our nearly 6,000 residents, as Mayor of Buchanan, I bring you all warmest greetings on behalf of the City of Buchanan. We all wish you the very best, Dr. Thierstein, during your presidency at West Virginia Wesleyan College. Our city promises to continue to partner with and support you as our leader of Wesleyan to realize excellence for our college and hence for our community. Our town and gown relationship has long been one founded in a spirit of cooperation that has excellently served both entities. Our river trip, the learning trip, sidewalk projects like Good to Great Way, Our community garden, mutual support for the parish house, the new dog park, the city's water and sanitary sewer presence on our campus, the operation of Buchanan Stacker Youth Center that is largely staffed by Wesleyan students, many Greek-led service projects benefiting our external community, and the hundreds of student internships sponsored by our city over the years are but a few of the more visible elements to our wonderful formula of town and gown success that is the envy of virtually every other college town in the U.S. It has long been said that as goes Wesleyan, so goes Buchanan, and vice versa. If our college continues to be strong, so too shall our town be strong. Joel, you have my pledge as mayor to continue to work together to improve both our college and our city, and in so doing make each as strong as they can possibly be together. Our city staff will continue to work hard to make our community as beautiful, clean, safe, and inviting as it can possibly be. We aspire to create the most welcoming environment imaginable for current and prospective students and their families. We all hope that you will enjoy a long and successful tenure as our president, and that many photo ops featuring President Thierstein with Lurch downtown amid your new home among the hills shall prove forthcoming. Happy homecoming, Bobcats, and good luck to our new president. Joe, we are so happy to have you here in Sunnybrook.
Thank you, Dave, very much. Our next constituency is the administration. And we're going to ask Corey Priestman if he can talk and greet Joel on that behalf. And good luck following Dave.
I'm happy on behalf of the administration to greet all of you today. Mr. President, as you probably have discovered, Wesleyan and Buchanan are very interested in you. Oscar Wilde once said, "There's only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about." Let me assure you, you have nothing to worry about on this count. Because people ask us everywhere we go, what can you tell me about the new president? So, for the benefit of everyone here today, I will tell you 3 things I've learned about Joel Thierstein. 1, he's very appreciative of the work we do. He's very kind about praising your good work. 2, he is a man of a million ideas. After meeting with him for 30 minutes, you leave with 10 possible items on your to-do list, most of them creative or outside the box. 3, he schedules lots of appointments and meetings all throughout the day, but he tries to keep them as short as possible. Let me tell you about our standing cabinet meetings. By standing, I do not mean meetings at a regular time. I mean a meeting during which we all stand, as Joel leads a quick discussion of 2 or 3 items he wants us to know or consider that day. Then it's off we go, because his next appointment is usually waiting to see him. And just to be clear for the record, I am not complaining, Mr. President, about short meetings. So as we welcome President Thierstein to the community, we will thank him for his kindness and his creativity, and we will try not to sit down on the job. Welcome to Wesleyan, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dwayne. Let me introduce a couple other constituencies to you. The next one will be James Moore on behalf of the faculty.
On behalf of the faculty of West Virginia Wesleyan College, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you today. This is indeed an historic day at West Virginia Wesleyan College. The faculty are eager to work with President Thierstein as we confront the challenges and embrace the opportunities that face higher education in the 21st century. In one of my first conversations with President Thierstein, he expressed his admiration for the physical beauty of West Virginia and his admiration for the people of our state, the quality of our people, the industry of our people, and as a native West Virginian, that touched me very deeply. Mr. President, this has been my home among the hills at Wesleyan College for almost 12 years, and West Virginia has been my home for all but about 1.5 of my 37 years on this earth. It's really quite an honor to welcome you to West Virginia, and I know that you will find it a special place as I have. So welcome to you, sir. Best wishes, and the faculty stand ready to get to work.
Our next welcome is on behalf of the staff, and that's going to be Katie Loudon.
Greetings, Mr. President and honored guests. On behalf of staff council and the staff of West Virginia Wesleyan College, we want to welcome President Thierstein into our Bobcat family in our home among the hills. As we all know, Wesleyan is a fantastic school with a beautiful campus, top-rate academic programs, strong athletic teams, talented artists, and a community spirit. Our strongest asset, though, is and will continue to be our people. It's about the relationships that are built with individual students, sometimes in the most unlikely places. Students learn in the classroom, on the field, and in conversations with custodians. They think critically in lab classes, internships, and in work-study positions. They learn about finance in the Alvinson School of Business and how to afford a world-class education with staff and financial aid. Students create music in Lower Hall, residence halls, and the campus lawn. Staff play a vital role in the development of our students, which is at the core of our mission and who we are as an institution. We are proud to play this role, guiding students toward achieving their goals with dedicated faculty and administration. President Thierstein, the staff at Wesleyan is here to support you, and please know that you can call on any of us to assist you, both for our students and for the institution. In the words of Henry Ford, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. We wish you the best of luck as you begin your tenure here at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
On behalf of the alumni, Jesse Ketterman.
President Thierstein, I am proud to be a 1993 graduate and the current president of the Alumni Council. Our alumni family carries the spirit of West Virginia Wesleyan College throughout the world. We are advocates and stewards and maintain an enthusiastic connection and sense of pride to our home among the hills. This is a special place for many of us. We are excited to welcome you into our Wesleyan community. May your leadership guide our college to new successes and foster a spirit of learning, respect, and community in the years ahead. That's not me. I would like to ask all Wesleyan graduates present to please stand as you are able. Wow. President Thierstein, those standing before you today represent all Wesleyan alumni, and as a group, welcome you as our 19th president. Today we salute you with a poem written by Charles K. Dick. So those of you could open your program on the back page. Students as well. Here we go. I am the orange one. My beginning was long ago. I have no end. I am the threshold. My source is in the West Virginia hills. My reach embraces the world. I am America's small towns. I am the great cities. I cross the seas. I grow. I am your warm, enduring memories. I am your shared experiences. I am your friend, your teachers. I am your wings to the past. I am your dreams of the future. Wherever you are, there's you in my heart. I am you. You are me. We are the alumni.
Last but not least, on behalf of the students, Joanna Johnson.
Vice President of the Student Senate, I am honored to represent the student body and offer our welcome to President Thierstein. Since the beginning of the semester, we have seen you in the dining hall, at our athletic events, meeting our parents at family weekend, and running with your dog around campus. You are easy to approach and always have a positive attitude and warm smile when visiting with us. You have shown an ability to listen to our ideas and value our opinions. You even offer office hours for us to schedule a meeting with you. Some of us even follow you on Twitter at WVWCPress. As students, we look forward to working with you, learning from you, and succeeding together. So students, please stand and join me in officially welcoming President Thierstein to Wesleyan.
Anyone other than me get tears in their eyes when that it happens, doesn't it? It's a beautiful sight. The last group to say greetings is the Board of Trustees. And on their behalf, as I am the chair of the board, I've decided I would like to give them welcome. And I will take this back just to give you a little perspective on this. I was on the Presidential Search Committee. We had over 100 incredibly well-qualified candidates. And it took a long time to get it done, the last 2 or 3. When we got the last 2 or 3, Joel quickly became the front runner. And I'm not sure if I can say exactly why. Some of it was, I think, sheer brain power. The man is truly a genius, honestly. Beyond that, I think it was sense of humor, which, by the way, you don't always get with a genius level person. And I think we also just loved him because he just had the right feel to him. But I think the last thing that convinced me was his pure energy. Having dealt with Joel now for over 6 months and talking to him every week, which I do, I have learned that he is the ever-ready bunny after drinking a few Red Bulls. He is absolutely remarkable. I cannot keep up with him, and I'm not sure anybody else can either, but that has shown how wonderful he's going to be to this school. He's already intertwined with the Board of Trustees. More importantly, he has become intertwined with the entire campus incredibly quickly. For those of you who may have been there, the first day the new students appeared, either someone was photoshopping social media or there were clones of Joel all over campus because he was everywhere with families, with faculty, with others. And that's just not just the energy, but the care he has for us, the willingness and wanting us to be part of us. He is going to be a tremendous president, and we are privileged to be able to say this is our leader going into the next number of years. I look forward to it very much, Joel. The board is there to help you in whatever way we can, and we are delighted to do that. West Virginia Wesleyan College has installed a president on only 18 previous occasions in 127 years. Pretty good. We have a nice history on that. Each of those leaders has demonstrated uncommon energy, vision, and determination. Today, we formally welcome a leader of similar qualities to lead this college in the early years of its second century of service. So I now call Joel Thierstein to step forward. Step that way. Joel, the Board of Trustees has selected you to be the 19th President of West Virginia Wesleyan College. In the years ahead, you will have the high privilege and responsibility of leading this great institution. We are confident that your knowledge, your experience, your leadership, your good judgment, and your energy will continue to move this college forward to the fulfillment of its great promise. We are confident in your commitment and courage will maintain West Virginia Wesleyan as a place of uncommon values, as a place where wisdom may be brought into human affairs, and as a place where those who perceive truth may impart it to those who seek truth. And now, by virtue of the authority of the Board of Trustees of West Virginia Wesleyan College, I will place upon you the symbol of high office, which you now hold, and invest all of your responsibilities pertaining to that office. If I can do this without hurting you. Obviously, I've never worn a lot of jewelry in my life. Congratulations. So let me introduce one other person, and that is a gentleman who is a good friend of Joel's, who's going to tell us secrets about Joel's. He is the president of Wesleyan College, Joseph W. King.
It is my great pleasure to present the 19th President of West Virginia Wesleyan. Sorry. See, I had to do that. Then whatever he does is fantastic. No, he's a very close friend of mine. He's going to make a wonderful president. I have known Joel for almost 20 years, back when he was an assistant professor at Baylor, and he was on the tenure track. And we met along the way in our conjoined academic paths. I have to say that even back then, Joel was very much committed to spending his life in higher ed, and very committed to the ideas of the liberal arts college that you embody. I can't think of a single person who I think would have been a better fit for this presidency. He truly is devoted to this. He truly will put everything he has into it. He is a wonderful person. He's a very bright person. He's a very hardworking and committed person. In the Wesleyan tradition, he certainly combines knowledge and vital piety. And beyond that, he has really thought deeply about 21st century higher ed. Probably more so than almost anyone I know. And I think that he will bring a great deal of thinking and ideas to this college that will take it to the place that it needs to go. But beyond that, he'll also bring frosted mini wheats and standing meetings and other innovations that may take a little getting used to, but trust me, it's worth it. He is a wonderful man, and I think you're truly blessed to have him.
Thank you all for coming. Welcome to the best college in the world and the most beautiful place on earth. Today is a day of celebration. Today we celebrate all that is West Virginia Wesleyan College. Before I start, I want to acknowledge two groups. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the students. Not just today's students, but all the students who have attended here at West Virginia Wesleyan College. Students, if you would please stand. Alumni, all who have attended West Virginia Wesleyan College. You're why we're here. You're why we pursue this most noble endeavor of education. Thank you for coming. Second, I want to acknowledge the faculty and staff and trustees of the college. Would all of you please stand? Without your tireless efforts, West Virginia Wesleyan College would not be where it is today. Thank you for all that you do for the college. In 1997, Apple released its Think Different advertising campaign. The commercial that kicked off this campaign was called The Crazy One, and the ad went something like this. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square hole, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they change the world are the ones who do. While the voiceover was saying these words, images of people who were seen as past-era rebels were passing on the screen. Images of Albert Einstein, Bob Dylan, Martin Luther King Jr., Richard Branson, John Lennon, Buckminster Fuller, Thomas Edison, Muhammad Ali, Ted Turner, Maria Callas, Mohandas Gandhi, Amelia Earhart, Alfred Hitchcock, Martha Graham, Jim Henson, Frank Lloyd Wright, and Pablo Picasso. The ad ushered in a technology-driven world where everyone could be a misfit, a rebel, a troublemaker. Everyone could be a round peg in a square hole, and everyone is an individual. This was a massive cultural shift for America. We had grown up with the concept of the melting pot, and now we were living in a mosaic world. Since 2006, the smartphone has given the world access to information. Information that you want, when you want it, and how you want to receive it. The cell phone has given us the ability to reach out and touch most of the world's population. Right here, right now, from Buchanan, West Virginia, I can call 5 billion people. For those of you who are my age, you remember a time when maybe you could call 50. Students don't know that. It's a long time ago, but actually not that long ago. This is a profound change, the ability to reach out and touch people. I want to reach out and touch somebody right now. This is my baby, Emily. She comes with me everywhere I go, my daughter, watching live from Pasadena, California. Everybody say hello to Emily. That was pretty good. We should not be surprised that millennials are individuals. And by the way, so are all the generations that will follow them. We've been required to shift from a world where there was no I in team to trying to put together a team with a whole bunch of I's running around. As we work to figure this out, we look for examples. And as it turns out, we in the Academy have been doing this for years, decades, millennia almost. The tenure system in the Academy is designed to protect the independence of thought. It's designed to protect independent thought in the classroom and independent thought in scholarships. As we design solutions to today's problems, we in the Academy are not constrained by the commoditizability of the idea or the disruptive nature of the solution. We change things. We inspire students to think differently. We push the human race forward. We are the I in team. And so from this perspective, we are not only relevant, but in the information age, we are leaders. Leaders of change. And as we in the Academy ourselves change ourselves to inspire the independent generation, we lead. As we move from the rows of desks, part of the factory modeled learning strategy designed in the 1700s, to discussion-based learning environments where each student contributes to the intellectual growth of society, we lead. As we move from mass education to personalized education, we lead. As we move from seat time-based education to competency-based education, we lead. As we integrate learn on demand with calendar-based learning, we lead. As we integrate project-based learning with textbook learning, we lead. And as we blur the lines between formal and informal learning, we lead. And as we create these individual learning pathways, we are mindful that the journey to intellectual and spiritual enlightenment is dynamic. The digital era has brought with it an increasingly rapid rate of change. And we're mindful that in the 21st century, the educational journey is not only an individual journey, but a journey that very much lasts a lifetime. And so we have moved from an education that ends after 4 years and prepares you for a job to an education that prepares you to deal with the rapid rate of change and then continues to engage you through multiple careers over a lifetime of learning. The individuality of a lifetime will allow you to be a round peg in a square hole on many occasions. Your job as an individual is to push the human race forward. Almost all of you in this building, on probably more than one occasion, will be asked to lead a team of round pegs, a team of rebels, a team of eyes. Your job at that point will not be to melt the eyes into one solid unit or direction. Rather, your job will be to create a space where each individual eye will be able to thrive and achieve to the best of their ability. A space where the mosaic of eyes contribute not only to each other, but to society as a whole. In closing, let me quote from one of the crazy ones, and I'm mindful that the line between crazy and genius is often a bit fuzzy. A team of people that thinks the same way accomplishes one thing. A team of people that thinks independently and differently accomplishes many things. Now, before I go, and now that I am officially the president of West Virginia Wesleyan College, I have one more task to perform. As you know, these days, presidents tweet. So now, in order to fulfill my first responsibility as president, I need a picture of all of this so I can tweet this out to the world, thus commemorating the event for at least 15 or 20 minutes. Next week everything happens. All right. On three, go Bobcats. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was fabulous. That was fabulous. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming.
Let us bow for prayer. Creative and loving God, in your Hebrew Scriptures, the Old Testament, you gave your people a mandate. You shall put these words of mine in your heart and soul, and you shall bind them as a sign on your hand and fix them as an emblem on your forehead. Teach them to your children, talking about them when you are at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you rise up. With that injunction, O God, you provided your people with an educational mandate, the human work to educate. And it is that mandate which brings us together today in this place in your presence. It is this mandate to which West Virginia Wesleyan College is committed, to continue to teach the way that we should go. We live in thanksgiving for the mandate and with great gratitude for the college. This is a mandate that has all kinds of complications. It includes the sacred duty of preparing people for profession and vocation. This is a mandate that is rooted in the belief that you want all human beings to continue to learn and grow. That as they grow in the knowledge of the divine, they also grow in the knowledge of themselves and the world around them. Help us all to become the humble students that will learn and study so that we will really be able to discern the way that we should go. Our world calls for persons to accept your mandate, to teach, to learn, to earnestly and intelligently seek their way with their whole head, heart, and soul. The Holy Quran says, "The word of thy Lord is filled in truth and justice." Just as in the Holy Bible, your word to be taught is directed towards the truth and justice that you long for your people. We thank you for this college and other colleges who understand truth and justice as your desire for all the people of the world, and who carry out your educational mandate towards that end. These are important words. The educational mandate would be incomplete without them at the center. Today we thank you for this new day in the life of West Virginia Wesleyan College. With the inauguration of Dr. Thierstein as the 19th president, we mark a new era in its life. We know that it is with your help and the result of your grace that it has come this far. We thank you for your bounty. We also thank you for all the people of this college who will make it a new day, the students, the faculty, the staff, the board of trustees, and contributors. We ask that their efforts will be rewarded. We ask for your wise and guiding hand upon the shoulders of Dr. Thierstein. He has accepted the challenge of leadership, and today we are gathered here thankful that he has. He will need help. He will need your help, O God, from above and within him, and the help of all those who have gathered for this occasion. God be with him. Help us to help him, help this institution to become the place it is called to be. And God, we will recognize this new day when the campus is brimming with excitement and creativity, when students are talking about significant issues, when their life choices are agonizing and difficult because they want to be faithful and just in a rather hostile world, when faculty members are challenging students to think in new and different ways, when students are challenging faculty members to think in new and different ways, when people can't wait to see one another because of the new ideas and experiences they want to talk about, when students see the face of God in people very different from themselves and their friends. God, we pray for all this to happen on this campus. We close with this supplication with the words of one of the 18 benedictions the pious Jew utters daily before the Lord, the King of the universe. You grant knowledge to humankind and teach understanding to mortals. Grant us knowledge, understanding, and discernment from you. Blessed are you, O Lord, who grants knowledge. Amen.